Hi everyone. Can you guess what we're doing today? If you can't guess, we're checking on our bees. We just want to check in on them, see how they're doing, see if we need to add any frames to our beehive. And once we do that, we're going to try and see if we can find our queen bee. We still haven't been able to find her, which probably isn't that great, but hopefully they're still doing pretty good, and we'll find out if we need to find her for real once we get in there. Come along this journey with us. So today, what are we doing today? Are we just checking on them?
Just checking on them, and I think we're gonna put frames in our top one so they have more room. See if they're ready for that extra room yet or not.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of bees under there. Wow. Look at that honeycomb.
You're pretty docile already today.
Yeah. So when we bought our bees, we bought a nuke. And if you can see the ones that are a little bit more yellow, those are the ones that came in our package, in our nuke. So they already had honeycomb in that one. They were building. This one, it kind of looks like they're starting to move over to some of the ones that we built for them.
Yeah, they're starting to put stuff on it, so they're gonna start filling out this one. They're filling out the one next to it a little bit. Ooh yeah, look at that.
Oh wow.
See, they're filling out, building a new comb on top of the foundation there.
And if you guys see the queen bee, let us know because we haven't found her. I can help you with this one. I've got my glove on. Oh, wow. Is that a queen cell? Maybe. We don't know. We don't know anything.
They're building drone cells on the bottom there.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
That does look like a queen cell right there.
That's crazy. That's so cool.
See, that's capped brood. So like all those are capped cells where they have eggs laid.
Oh. This part right here?
Yeah.
We called it capped brood.
Yeah. So like there's eggs been laid in there, and then they've hatched and turned to larvae, and then they cap it, if I understand correctly, until they're ready to hatch and come out. Did you hear them?
Mm-mm.
I moved it just a little bit, and they all were like, bzzz.
So this one's got some kept brood on it too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the shiny stuff, is that honey for them to eat?
I think so, yeah, because they're putting pollen and stuff in there. Yeah, so see, we got larvae over on this side. It hasn't been capped up yet.
Oh, look at this guy. He's got pollen all over him.
Mm-hmm.
Or her. They're all she's. I'm sorry. How cool is this, guys? Just walking around. It's a she. I'm sorry, I keep calling them hims.
You want to put these back the same way they came out.
Yeah, you don't want to mess them up because they have an order.
And you can see the larvae in there. Little white things down on the bottom. See them? Over here a little bit. There's some capped brood on there. I think they just need some more space. I could be wrong. There's a lot of bees on this one.
Oh, what are they doing?
Down at the bottom.
No, over here. They're all moving to this corner over here. It's creepy. Look at 'em. Whoa. So one other thing that we learned is when you're checking for your queen, don't move those around too much unless you're right over the hive, because she could fall out and that would be detrimental. So just be careful with all your little bees. This one has so many bees on it. I still haven't seen the bee, and whenever we look at pictures, I can never pick her out. Does she look quite a bit different than the other ones? Like, is she
Yeah,
like
she's
twice as big or something?
yeah, she's really long. Slightly different markings.
So she's not like yellow and black like the other ones?
A lot of times she's a lot darker color, but the biggest thing is she's a lot longer because her abdomen's a lot longer, so she can actually lay eggs at the bottom of the cell. I mean, this one has a lot of larvae and stuff in it, so maybe I just can't see the eggs.
So what exactly does the smoke do?
I'm reading, I guess there's a lot of different theories. Nobody really knows for sure. Prevalent one is they say that it makes them think that there's a fire close, so they start like storing honey and stuff like that, getting ready to like fly away if they need to, if the hive's going to be endangered by fire. Some things that just disorients them.
It gets them high.
Yeah. Like you ever get smoke in your eyes when you're around a campfire and you can't see?
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
It's different.
Like 7 of the 10 frames filled out, and they said that's about when you want to move it to a second box. So
Okay.
I don't think they didn't really finish the sugar water we gave them last time, so I don't think they need any more food. Like they're bringing in enough food. So we'll put this in.
So instead of putting sugar water on this top box, we are now going to add. One of them landed on me. I'm scared. Okay, I'm good. We're going to add some more. What are they called? Frames? We're going to add some more frames, and hopefully they'll build honey up there, right?
Well, this one we're letting them do a second brood box. So I don't think we're going to try to take any honey from them this year.
Right. That one's too big.
Oh, is this a deep one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Told you. Do you guys see that? Don't trust me. Told him. So if we were to get another hive, would we need an all new like queen and stuff?
Yeah.
Like these guys wouldn't move over to a different hive and just make honey in that hive?
Well, they could. If they swarm.
Oh.
So swarming's where they split the hives themselves and they essentially grow a new queen, a new swarm queen, and then like half the workers and other stuff goes with her and they go find a new spot.
Oh yes, I read about this. So if like there's another queen, or if a bee starts like making her own eggs, what will happen is the bees will be more loyal to the bees that they are related to, that they're more related to. And so if we have, yeah, like if they for some reason make another bee, or if one of the bees like develops ovaries and she starts to lay eggs, like they'll start policing like who can stay in the hive.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, kind of
So
like what you're
that's
talking about,
cool.
like there's a like a laying worker. Yeah, like if another one that starts laying eggs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Apparently that's really bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 10 frames in there, but I got a little bit of a...
Just spread them out a little.
No,
No?
I don't want to do that. Because then they'll just build comb in between.
Oh. Gotta make sure to shake them off so you don't squish them. Now we put our lid on.
Okay, so we just got done looking at the hive. Let me tell you something. It is sure is hot in these bee suits.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Hot.
so, I mean, they look like they're doing good. We found larvae. Couldn't find the queen still. I didn't see eggs this time, so that's not good. Last time we could see eggs, which meant there had been a queen there within 3 days. I think larva is within 2 weeks. I'd have to go look at that again. But, so I mean, there's a couple options. I mean, one maybe she's still there, we just can't find her, and I couldn't see the eggs because it is hard to see them. They're little tiny guys. Two, we killed her last time when we looked at it. Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Three, they didn't like her. They didn't like that queen, and so they decided to replace her. Yeah. Which there is queen cells in there. They looked, I can't remember if they looked capped. I'll have to go back and look at the video too and see if they were capped. But so that's a good chance that they decided to replace her, which means we could have a virgin queen, because there was drone cells in there too, which are the males. Like I said, we don't know too much about it. This is like our first foray into the whole bee thing, so we're still learning as we go. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that was the case, because last time we looked at them there was more queen cells there, and so it looks like they might have torn a couple of those down, and maybe they had one hatch. So we might have a virgin queen out there. She might be out on her mating flight right now, because we couldn't see her, but we still haven't ever found our queen, so we don't have that queen vision, if you will, for our English followers.
Queen vision. Oh my gosh.
So anyways, I mean, they're still good. They're working hard. They're filling up the hive. We put in the second row of frames, filled that medium up. So the bottom one is called a deep box, and then the second one is the medium one, so it's not as big. So hopefully they can fill all that up with brood and all that other stuff, so they can have like a good hive. And then when we decide to actually harvest honey, which will probably be next year if they survive and everything, we'll put a third box on top and put a queen excluder in there, so the queen can't go up and lay eggs in there, and then the workers will just go up and put honey in there, and then that's what we'll actually take when we harvest honey. But for right now, we're just trying to make sure that they get established and they actually
stay with us.
Yeah.
That they don't leave.
Abscond, if you will.
Because they will do that if they don't like where they live.
They're like teenagers, man. They'll just run away. They're like, fine, I'm leaving.
So yeah, hopefully we can keep our bees here. And we'll just keep checking on them. We'll keep learning about them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Seriously, remember to like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.